Welcome to another edition of Friday at 420. My name is Mike Neighbors. Over the next 40 minutes, we are going to make you laugh, or at least we're going to give it our best effort, as we always do on Friday at 420. And as usual, Patrick Coppolino offers the Friday at 420 money-back guarantee. Patrick, if people don't laugh during today's episode, how much will you give them?
We've gone back down to 14 cents.
14 cents! Oh! Gee, people had a shot at like a lot of money.
Over $500,000.
Yeah. That's right. But now we've reduced it because Manolis isn't willing to contribute as much anymore. Let me introduce the panel for Friday at 420. To my right, you've already heard him speak. He speaks so eloquently of you. Here he is, Patrick Coppolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. How are you?
I'm very good.
And how's the bagel? Is it
Delicious,
good?
yeah.
You're enjoying a bagel during the show today?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's, you know what, but a better move probably than Manolis having the Ryan Coke.
Yeah, well, that's why he initially started getting me these, because he's like, if I get Patrick something to drink and eat, he won't try to drink my pop.
It won't be as
and find out
noticeable.
there's rye in it.
Yes, you know him, you love him. He's Manolis Santanos. How are you, Manolis?
I don't have a problem. I know.
I know.
I go through a lot to get here.
Yeah. Yes, including turning down the wrong street sometimes.
Yeah, and on top of that, I almost died today. An 18-wheeler tried to run me off the road on the way here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was going up the Red Hill.
Do you know which girlfriend was driving?
I know, and I'm like I'm in the third right lane, and the truck decides to go in my lane. Like
just came right over.
It's like, hey, I think there's enough room for both of us, and and I had to drive on. I'm driving up the shoulder like the Dukes of Hazzard on the right, and then the person sees me and then goes back over, and I go around him at the same time, and I didn't even get mad because I was like, oh yeah, no,
whatever.
He's like, he's probably like, I'm sorry. He's like, it's okay, I'm Manolis. Don't worry, this is supposed to happen.
I love the fact that no matter what we do or what topics we cover in a show, Manolis manages to get a Dukes of Hazzard reference in somewhere, some point. Manolis, great to have you. Let us introduce our guest before we get into the game Friday at 420. Our special guest, it is Ashley Sloggett.
Woo!
I said it right.
You did.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Like you're hitting something.
Ashley, how are you?
I'm fabulous, Mike. How are you?
We are very, very good. You are a local musician actress.
You got it.
And we're going to play a little of your music. We're going to wait. I'm going to make people hang around. I want them to get to know you first, and then we'll play a little bit of something from a band called Dirty Jeans that you were a singer in.
You got it.
And now you're doing a little kind of thing on your own.
Yeah, drifting through life.
Drifting,
yes.
a lot like Manolis, really.
Absolutely.
He's a fantastic bartender as well.
Oh, and a great
Yep.
bartender.
That's how I got to these guys. I convinced Patrick with like very little experience to let me run the bar at Levity.
Oh, really? Is that
Pretty
how
much.
this all works?
Yeah.
And then he has you on the show so you can plug Levity Comedy Club and Lounge, and it's not just him plugging it.
Double dipping.
That's right. Well, it's great to have you here, Ashley, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with our little game Friday at 420, but we have 12 envelopes with 12 random topics that none of our guests have heard of the topics ahead of time, and we have set up behind Manolis the Plinko board that will determine which topic you get. So, Ashley Sloggett, because you are our special guest, you get to Plinko first. So get up there and drop a puck.
I'm so excited.
Oh, here we go. I think you're more excited than it probably necessarily should be. Here we go. All right. Whoa, back and forth, left and right, left and right. Here we go.
Yes.
Ashley Sloggett, your first topic, number 5, is if you have to watch sports, what sport would you watch? That's a tough one. You're not a sports gal?
Well, here's the thing. Sportsing. Okay, it's big in our house, but mostly the hockey.
Oh, okay.
I have to watch the hockey.
You're forced to watch the hockey?
I'm forced to watch the hockey.
Is there a particular team you're forced to watch?
Well, I don't know. The Maple Laughs. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to watch the Laughs in our house.
So do you like, you don't sound like you like watching
well,
hockey so
okay,
much.
Here's my thing about hockey is that, like, I could take or leave it. It's fine. It's very Canadian, but it gives me major anxiety.
Oh.
Like, hockey gives me so much anxiety because every time I watch it, I'm like, there's so much riding on this game. And it's just like, I'm like,
important.
oh my God. I'm like crying halfway through the first period. And I'm just like, It's
You're
it just
emotional.
I'm a very emotional person.
Oh.
So yes, I try not to get too invested in the sports thing.
You know what? Being a lifelong Leaf fan myself,
Yeah.
I did find watching them in the playoffs is not something that I find very comfortable.
Oh.
Because in regular season doesn't really matter, but
No.
in the playoffs, I get too anxious. I really
Yeah.
want them to win so badly
Me too.
that it starts to not being fun to
Yeah,
watch.
it's too much. You can get hemorrhoids just watching the Maple Leafs. You just
Wow.
you're sitting there and you're like very.
Which
very
I will say is a lot better than the way Manolis got them. But that's a whole other story for a whole other day. Manolis Santanos, if you had to watch a sport, I know you're not a sports guy either.
I'm not. I used to try watch hockey, but it's
Okay.
like I couldn't handle the hits they're getting.
It just
I'm like,
hurts.
Well, I'm looking. I'm like, this guy's dead.
Is he going to get up?
Like it's like at the end of the day, it's a job. They're working. Like
That's
just
right.
let them like play hockey.
Yeah.
Don't try to kill them while they play hockey. Like if you go to your mechanic, you don't throw wrenches at his head while he's trying to fix
right.
your engine. You
That's
just
true.
You let him change the oil.
Yeah. I used to think that about when they trade guys, right? And I think if you applied that to the rest of our lives, right? So
Right.
I'm like doing a radio show here, and then all of a sudden the boss calls me and goes, "Hey, we traded you to Chicago for a future pick." And then next thing you know, you got to get on a plane to Chicago. I mean, that's a pretty weird way to live your life.
It's a good way to break up with girls, though.
Well, it would be excellent for that,
I
wouldn't it?
have to go, baby.
I have to go. I was
I'm
traded.
not coming.
I was traded.
Curling. I like curling.
Oh, do you really?
You know why? Because the game, the guy will play, and all of a sudden it gets it right perfect. And you're like, perfect. No.
Nope.
Other guy's got another turn, knocks them all out, ruins his life. And you're like, yes!
It's a lot like shuffleboard.
Yes.
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 Shuffleboard on ice. Curling is actually it's quite a chess match, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you understand how they're playing it.
You're trying to block the other guy's shot and get yours in the middle.
That's
It's just
right.
it's so hard.
Have
man.
you tried curling?
No, I've never tried it.
You have to try it because it really makes you appreciate
Does
what
the
they
sw-
do.
Was the sweeping thing
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing? Does
Oh.
it make it
Yes.
faster or
Yeah,
slower?
faster. And curl more.
And
So it cleans the ice. So it's called curling because the rocks. It's hard to tell on TV sometimes, but the rocks will actually turn. So then if you sweep,
What?
they curl.
you can.
Yes.
That's why it's called curling.
Yes.
So the sweeping turns
Turns it or speeds it up, or you don't sweep in order to slow it down and have less curl. Yeah.
You could be so out of shape and be the best in the world at curling. You could be like,
the sweeping gets more difficult. I think you get winded.
I would
Manolis.
just throw the rocks.
You're in charge of throwing the rocks?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Okay, that's the only job you want.
Yeah.
Patrick Capolino, you used to play some sports when you were a young man?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite to watch?
To watch, probably basketball because I can follow it.
Oh, okay.
Every time hockey's on TV and people are watching, you're just watching a bunch of people skating around. I can't
You
follow
can't follow
the
the puck.
I don't understand. It's too
you
fast.
remember a bunch of years ago?
Like it always blows my mind when the announcer.
Yeah.
I swear there's a 20-minute delay, and then they do the voiceover after they figure it all
how
out.
does he know where it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
There's a bunch of years ago, Fox Sports in the U.S., they said that was the problem, that hockey wasn't popular in the U.S. because they couldn't follow the puck. So they actually put a tracer on it, and then you could – but then, like, people were like, it's making you crazy watching this
Yeah.
little red shot thing floating all around, so they took that off. And it
Yeah.
is hard sometimes to watch the puck. But if you watch enough of it, you
Even
get used to
golf,
it.
as soon as they hit the ball, I'm like, it's gone.
But you know what? That's
and
a
you
lot
see
like
them, and they're like, oh, yeah.
that's like golf in real life. When I hit the ball, I'm like,
Yeah,
where did it
exactly,
go? Did anyone
yeah.
see that? It's like the worst
Yeah.
game in the world
Me
to
and
follow.
Manolis played a game of golf once. And we were
Once.
terrible. We had no idea. Yeah.
One time.
Mini putt?
Bowling. I hate bowling.
You hate bowling. Nobody
He likes
hates
curling.
bowling.
It's like
I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say you love bowling.
Bowling, you know why? Because bowling's work. Like after your third turn, you're like, oh, I this is a job. What am I doing?
I got to get up again.
But you got points. And how's this changing my life? Oh, and by the way, you get to wear someone else's shoes.
Yes.
You can't wear your shoes, but these been worn
I
thousands.
thought you would
of
like the bowling shirts, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That seems like
but
something
they're not
you'd
bad.
wear.
They're not bad.
Okay.
A sport with like very vintage aesthetic. Like that's
Yeah.
Manolis' speed. for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just he doesn't want to wear anyone else's shoes. You can go into your sock feet.
You go to Have you go to like Value Village and there's underwear for sale? Like who's buying this underwear? Have you ever seen anybody ever pick it up?
There's not underwear for sale.
Yes, there's
Is
underwear
there really?
for sale. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
swear
It's
to
still
God.
in the original new
No?
pack.
No,
Oh, no.
no.
Used-
underwear. Who's buying this?
I don't know.
Who?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Who is buying this? And
Who's donating it?
who's giving and why is like Value Village like, yeah, let's put them out. It means that, you know what it means? That means someo's buying it because they keep putting it out.
Is it men's or ladies?
Both.
Men's.
Both.
Oh, ladies too?
Oh, there's
Ladies
both.
as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you just changed my life.
Guess
Manolis, you want a good time? I know you like to thrift. Hit up the lingerie section at Value Village. There is like a multitude of like women's garments that you would just get a kick out of.
Used doesn't sound so bad now.
See, you want a fluffy Santa onesie like negligee?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is like
At Value Village.
Value Village, all yours.
the thing about I'm surprised they have men's used underwear only because I thought all men just wore them until they actually fell off, right until they were like there's holes in them
Right?
or whatever.
Right?
Yeah, but that's not the
It's
case.
the old ones, too,
Some
like-
guys are going, ooh, these ones I feel like I've used them enough.
Yeah. You just throw them. You go
Who does that?
like you're in a hotel. You use them maybe last time. Throw them in the garbage and go on with your life.
All right, we got off topic.
Yep.
Yeah, from
sorry.
sports to Value Village underwear. Hey, listen, it's a free for all in here as is usual. Manolis, get up there and Plinko. Drop a puck. We'll get a new topic going here on Friday at 4:20. Our special guest is Ashley Sloggett, and a local musician, born in Hamilton, raised in Burlington.
Born in the Hammer.
Born in the Hammer. We'll wear that as a badge of honor.
Yep.
Manolis, what number did you get, buddy?
number one.
Number one. Numero uno for Manolis Santanos. Tell me about the last time you were really, really drunk. Not just like afternoon Friday at 4:20 drunk, but really drunk.
Really, really drunk. I guess it was Saturday.
8 minutes ago.
Where were you?
At my house. I don't want to say what drugs I did, but
Right,
I
okay.
did some drugs earlier,
Okay.
and I needed to like try to I was like, oh, I need to pass out, so I started slamming some rye down,
Right.
and then
Just calm you down from the drugs. You got drunk.
well, I
That's
figured
cool.
Usually, I can always fall asleep if I'm drunk enough, but then
Right.
I realized I drank too much.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh no!
no.
Because I'm like, I don't feel drunk. I'm like, maybe it's me. So I started drinking more. I drank
Right.
like half a bottle of rye, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I try to go to perfect now. I try to go to bed. I'm self-medicating myself at this point, and I realized,
Yeah.
oh man, I'm too drunk now. I felt like I was gonna get the spins, so I had like, what was that charcoal stuff?
The charcoal.
Activated charcoal.
Activated charcoal,
I always
yeah.
have activated charcoal kicking around because it's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
So it's good to like soak up. I didn't want to puke now, so I'm like, I got to soak up some of this alcohol. So I threw like 6 activated charcoals down my gullet, and then I fell asleep. It was perfect.
And that's what Manolis calls a Saturday night.
That's Saturday.
That's a good Saturday night.
And Sunday. And
And a little
Monday.
into Sunday. Patrick Capolino, last time you were really, really drunk.
Well, I'm not an animal like Manolis.
No,
so
obviously,
the last
yeah.
time I was really drunk was Friday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. All right. Excellent. Really? Because I
Yeah.
thought for sure you were going to say, you know what? I really not. I don't drink that much anymore. It's been a long time since No, Friday night you were hammered.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets started sometimes at the club because
Yeah.
Ashley spills a lot of tequila.
Oh, I
Someone's
hate when
gotta
that
drink it.
happens.
I want to keep my job, Patrick.
Yes. What club is that? Yes.
Yeah, Levity Comedy Club and Lounge.
Oh, excellent! All
Upstairs
right.
in Jackson
Excellent.
Square.
Yes. So if you go to Levity, Ashley's the bartender. Patrick's the drunk on the end of the bar.
We're in collusion.
Yeah. Was it tequila that your drink of choice on
that's
Friday
my
night?
shot of choice.
Oh, your shot of choice.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you drink in between the shots?
Usually just a beer or
Just a beer. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling
And
nice.
was it a stumble home kind of night or?
I can't remember if it was a Manolis drive me home kind of night or.
Manolis, do you recall if you drove Patrick home on Friday night? That was before you
No,
got drunk
I
Saturday.
got late on Friday.
Oh,
So
wow. All right.
That means you did drive
that
me
means
home.
you did drive Patrick.
I just want to say, I forgot how much work it was to have sex. It's-
Oh, wow.
No, I mean
yeah.
like after the next day, I'm like, oh, my back's
My back
sore,
hurts.
Oh,
my
you're
stomach's
getting
sore,
so
my
old,
legs are
brother.
sore. Like, yeah,
Oh.
I'm like, I'm so out of sex shape.
You are.
I was thinking like, there's got to be some sort of training for me or for guys so we can get ready to like
Yeah.
have sex again.
Yeah.
Because like I'm like I
You need
I
to
kept
work out.
up, but afterwards I was
kept up.
like, literally
Where
right.
would she go?
Listen, she's very nice of her to want to have sex with me.
That is awesome. You and your
It's like, oh, we'll have these drinks and then let's go to my place. I'm like, oh, we're gonna have sex. Okay.
okay,
Ding,
yeah.
winner, Gagnon.
Yes, me and my Gagnon. Me and my Value Village underwear are going to have sex tonight. So, what a night it's going to be.
My disintegrated waistband.
Ashley, help clean this thing up for us a little bit.
All right.
When was the last time you were really, really drunk?
Well, here's a fun fact. So I don't want to mar my reputation as the fun-loving bartender.
Don't worry. No one's listening.
But it was a funny surprise when I told Patrick I actually don't drink.
Oh.
And I haven't drank in like 3 years, except this will apply. I went on vacation.
Right.
I went to Mexico like 3 weeks ago.
Good place to go.
And I was like, I'm not going to Mexico and not drinking.
No.
So I was like, okay, you have to have tequila, you have to have margaritas. And my bestie that I was with, we went on a guacamole hunt.
Yeah.
So we went out and I'm like, okay, I think like first day you land, we'd been up for like 36 hours and we're like, okay, let's find some margaritas. Found a little spot on the beach. And they hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yes,
they were
they
so
would.
fun.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if you want to get extra drunk, just like don't drink for a long time, and then you get like exponentially drunk very quickly.
And stay awake for a long time.
Yeah, and
right?
stay awake for a long time.
That would be also an add-on.
Yeah, deprive your body of everything it needs
Yes.
for a long
and then
time.
Drink margaritas.
And then drink some Mexican margaritas where they just like tequila and then like a squirt of lime. Yeah, and I don't really remember much of the vacation because
it got silly after that.
It just exponentially declines. But I will tell you, then I switched over to pina coladas.
Yes.
And thank God Manolis gave me the activated charcoal because I don't know if you know this, but the coconut milk in the pina coladas is a natural laxative.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah. So you like can I swear on this station? You shit your pants for like
there you go.
Yeah.
All
for
right,
like you know the entire trip.
It's a dumporama. Well, but also I
Yeah.
think aside from the pina coladas, just being in Mexico can quite often lead to that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, from fear or the food. Yeah.
For a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was in Mexico, I also alternated between margaritas and pina coladas. I love them both, and I just would go back and forth between them. And,
they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's as far as my story's going.
Yep.
Whose turn is it to Palinko? Mr. Patrick Capolino. He is up at the board. He is dropping the puck, and we are playing Friday at 4:20 with Ashley Sloggett, our special guest in the studio, number 11. Wow, that's a big number. Here we go. Number 11, Patrick Capolino, your topic on Friday at 4:20. Favorite Game of Thrones character, not Daenerys, Mother of Dragons.
I have never seen an episode of Game
Excellent.
of Thrones.
You'll be fantastic
So,
at this part.
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson. Excellent choice. Good one. I love Homer, man. He is a very funny dude.
But who's the one in the wheelchair?
Oh, Bran Stark.
Bran.
Not Drake.
Yeah.
He's the one I've seen the most
Okay.
pictures of.
There you go.
So
all right.
him.
Bran. Excellent. I like that.
Or Khaleesi.
Oh.
Well, you're not allowed to pick her. I already
not?
said that.
Oh.
Well, no, because I assumed more often than not we have all men in here.
Yeah,
and I said favorite Game of Thrones character was just everybody was going to go Mother of Dragons or Khaleesi or whatever Daenerys Targaryen if you want her full name.
Bran muffin, then.
So you love Bran Stark. Excellent. Manolis has never seen an episode of the show. No idea what I'm talking about.
I do. I watched one episode. I tried to watch it.
Okay, what happened?
Well, this dude got his penis cut off.
Whoa! Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Well,
that happened early on. Yeah.
And do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I do know what you're talking
I was
about.
like, as soon as that happened, I'm like, I can't watch this show.
This is wrong.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm like, I don't like. I know we like very aggressive, like shocking TV, and it's like
that's too much.
That's too much. It's like now it's like if I watch the rest of the show, I'm like, when's the next one happening? This shows the penis cutting off show. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
That's okay. That's very
It's not
you know
good
what
for me.
That's very fair.
I'll wear like Value Village underwear before I watch that show.
So
Nice.
So your favorite character is the guy who got his penis cut off?
No, because he stopped me from watching it.
Theon Greyjoy was his name.
Joy, yeah. There's a lot of joy.
Theon Greyjoy. All right, Ashley, you never seen
Nope.
it?
Zero.
How is it that I sit in a room with three people who've never watched Game of Thrones?
I know. So here's the thing. Okay, again, bestie, obsessed, and she's texting me on Sunday, and she's like everything I live for is gone out the window because now it's just Sundays.
Yes.
Like I just live for Sundays, and I feel bad. I'm wishing my week away so I can watch Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry. She's
It
like,
means nothing to me.
It means nothing. She's like, I wish you were obsessed as me, so we could pick out who we were in the show, and because we do that. Like,
Right.
I don't know if guys do that, but like girls, whenever we watch stuff, we're like, I'm her. Okay, who are you? I'm
okay.
her. Yeah,
I do that with porn.
You go,
like,
I'm her.
I'm her.
I'm her. I'm the one in the middle.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah, good times.
That is quite often in shows you'll find people who have similar characteristics to you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yep.
people, just about everybody can associate themselves with one of the Friends characters.
Oh, totally.
Right? And then, so who are you on Friends?
Probably Joey. The like, yeah, I'm probably Joey.
So's
yeah.
Manolis.
I like to think I'm Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, of course you do. I'm her. Excellent.
Yeah.
You're a little Joey, are you?
I'm probably Joey, but also a mix of Monica because she's like really neurotic and she's like loves to cater and like throw parties.
Yes.
But then also like the aspiring soap actor, I guess, is like, okay, everybody, cue up. I'm on TV, and it's like I'm walking through the background, just like staring at the camera to make sure my mom's like, that's her. That's my daughter. That's my daughter on TV.
That's really what you've been doing, right? You're trying to get into acting more, and so you've gotten a lot of Joey kind of roles.
Yeah, I can
I
relate.
think he's the best character, actually.
He's a good actor. He's a
very
good
funny
character. Yeah.
Manolis does some background work. So does
Yep.
Patrick. You guys
That's
have
how
all
we-
done some background work.
That's how we met.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you met, Ashley?
Yeah, that's originally how we met.
Yep.
Yeah. On
Okay.
set.
Yeah, on set. I don't know which show, but you were always wearing like the Brazzers hoodie
Yeah.
That's
and sleeping. And I'm like,
I'm known for
like
sleeping.
who's
Yes.
that? I'm like, who? Manolis. I know him. I knew of Manolis.
Right.
From like way
Yes.
back in the day when I would do shows and like I would throw shows in Burlington, like music shows, and sometimes we would have like the odd like comedy thing
Right.
intertwined, but it was never like a direct booking. It would be like the guy above me who like made sure that I didn't, break anything was like, okay, so we're gonna do a variety show this month, and we're having Manolis. Do you know Manolis? And I'm like, I'm 13. I don't know Manolis. I should know Manolis.
That's so 13. Yeah, you
Yeah,
should. Yeah, they surprised you didn't know him.
Yeah.
What's the question?
What?
Oh, we were on.
We've wrapped it up. I ended up going because you weren't
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, so I
I
got
know.
your Friends character.
Yeah.
What were you say? We were.
Well, I was gonna say we were on Canada Game of Thrones, which was like it was Rain, this show called Rain.
Oh yeah, I remember Rain.
And it was like Gossip Girl meets Game of Thrones. So it was
Yes.
very like historically inaccurate.
It was like Mary Queen of Scots,
Yeah.
right? It was
I
about
got a
her.
close up on that one.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm holding jewelry for the fancy
Yeah.
chicks. Like
You guys were in Rain.
Yeah, we were in
Wow.
Rain.
Rain, tons
And
of
that
time.
was so fun. I loved doing that show. That was like a constant paycheck. Like every week I was on it.
Where was it shot?
Like Toronto,
Toronto,
Kipling.
yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda
Mississauga.
and we were on Murdoch Mysteries.
We were on Murdoch together.
We've been like you can see me on Murdoch.
Oh, yeah.
and Rain like
Rain.
a bunch of times.
I
yeah.
love the period shows because like you get the Pinterest hair and the like bustier costumes. You're like, yay, false advertising. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, it is Ashley, your turn to Plinko again. I had no idea you guys were on Rain, which was, it's funny because the historical part of Rain was, they really played around with the history, but ultimately it was a little bit like Gossip Girl or one of those shows
Yeah.
meets history, right?
But when they shot in the winter, they would not dress us up for the winter.
No. Oh
Remember
God,
that?
no. Oh God, no. We would have like full on like sleeveless, strapless bustier, like these giant brocade dresses, and just like they're like, okay, now go pretend it's July, and we're like dying of hypothermia.
I used
like,
to hide in the bathrooms sometimes
Oh, God.
when they were trying
I
to
know.
pick. They're like picking who's coming.
Oh, yeah.
You and you. When I
Come
saw
with
them
me.
come, I'd run to the bathroom,
oh yeah.
and then like half the
Yeah.
day goes by, and like where you been all day?
Yeah.
I'm like saving my life.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no. When we were shooting in the winter, I
That
would
is
always
funny.
pray that I would get actually not cast as like a little hottie, but more of like a wench,
Right.
because they always put the wenches in like fur and wool, and like I'm like, please, like bring on the layers. I'll serve the beer. I'll like shine the shoes. Just make me a wench, please.
Just get me out of the
Yeah.
winter scene outdoors.
Yeah.
How were they? What was there no snow? I mean, I'm just
Sometimes.
I'm just a little lost on
Yeah.
how it's.
Fake snow.
Yeah.
They would just like
Yeah.
Or no, it's
opposite. So we're
if
in
it's-
the winter.
If it is winter,
Yeah.
but they're shooting a summer scene,
Yeah,
how do you do that?
The magic of television.
Oh, okay.
Mike.
They put this foam stuff on the ground, and like on camera, it just looks like it's snow.
Yeah, no, he's asking.
I'm asking
in
the
winter.
opposite.
When it's the winter,
Yeah.
you got to pretend it's summer.
Yeah,
Well, that's this guy. They'll melt the snow.
yeah.
They'll
They
just
bring
have it-
out big like
Right.
heaters and
That
brush it
sounds
away.
crazy. See, look at all the stuff that I learn on this show. Friday at
Opposite.
4:20.
Yep.
It is your turn to Plinko.
Number eight.
I got lost there. What? You
That's
lost me on the topics.
I know. Sorry, we do that. We
That's
go on
all right.
tangents.
Worst part of getting ready to leave the house. Ashley
Oh
Sloggett.
my
What is
God.
the worst part of getting ready to leave the house?
Oh man, getting ready to leave the house is
Yeah.
making sure you. Oh, okay. I was gonna say making sure you have everything, like your phone, your keys, your sunglasses.
Right.
But it's peeing. You always, whenever you need to leave the house, I don't know, whenever I need to leave the house, it's like, oh crap, okay, I got to get one last pee out before I sit in traffic
That's
for like
good
an hour.
planning.
Right?
That's not just
I know.
right?
Yeah, but it's just
It's
like
just annoying.
yeah, it's annoying. It's very
Okay.
it's a process. It's just like that's the worst part. The
It
worst
is,
part.
especially when you're running late.
Oh, I'm always late. I'm
And then
literally
I should go. Oh, I
Yeah.
need this. Oh.
yeah. I can only use the excuse to Patrick so often that it's like, oh my God, in traffic, when really it's like, no, I needed to like take a little longer this time round. And running late.
Start
Nature
leaving.
calls.
Put all your clocks
Yeah.
ahead, 20 minutes.
Oh, I do that.
Oh,
and
you
then
do
my
that and you're
boyfriend
still-
goes around and he's like, you know this doesn't work because you know that it's set 20 minutes ahead. So you have to like
It
trick
still makes you
yourself.
think about it.
I know. It's
It's
too
good.
much.
It still works because it makes you think about
Yep.
it.
I'm actually exactly like her, except it's for like
Worst part of leaving home?
yeah, I got, but not realizing I haven't pulled one off yet.
Oh, wow.
I need to-
Really?
I need to do
Doesn't
that.
want to go out pent up.
I don't want to kill somebody. I'm
Right.
not doing it for me. I'm doing it for society.
No, sure. Absolutely.
So I have
Is
to
that
like,
what you tell yourself?
every day. And I try. I have to find because like I'm visual, so I have to find the right video quicker to like get my.
Because you're in a
brain to-
rush.
I'm in a rush
Because
so,
you don't want to be late.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Oh.
don't do it. I just like I can't, and I just can't. I just
Yeah.
go, and then the whole day's ruined.
It's ruined. What do you have a sense of what the fastest is, start to finish?
Yeah, I'll just go straight Brazzers video. Like
Right,
music can
no.
do the job.
Yeah. But I mean, once you start, fastest.
the fastest.
Yeah. Like what are we talking about? Like
13
2
seconds.
minutes?
Oh,
a minute and a half, 30
I
seconds.
can get it done in about a minute.
About
for
a
sure.
minute? You can do a minute?
It's oddly enough, it's weird. It's like because it's weird when I'm with an actual human being.
Right.
I don't have a problem not lasting, but when I'm doing it by myself, I just don't. I want it to be like people like I'll say that. I remember saying to someone like, "Oh yeah, it just takes me a couple of minutes." Like it only takes you a couple minutes. I'm like, what? Am I supposed to like brag about lasting during
Right,
like
right,
like,
by
like,
myself,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, I jerked off last night and I lasted 45 minutes. It was so good. My hand has no complaints.
Arm day.
You know, I'll tell you this: if I saw someone trapped underneath a car, I definitely could I think I could lift the car with my one arm.
I think that because there's two different things, right? I mean, what you're talking about is two different things. One is the act of being with somebody, blah, blah, blah. That's awesome. That's great. That's different than the maintenance. You're talking about physical maintenance.
I'm
here that
doing
you're
maintenance,
You're
yeah.
just doing maintenance.
When I'm-
And is that oil change
Yeah.
on the car? If you could get it done in a minute, you'd do it in a minute.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
wouldn't go, I'm going to spend an hour changing the
Yeah,
oil.
I don't need to shine the engine.
Yes.
I'll tell
No.
you though, when
the engine's pretty shiny as it is.
but if I worry about finishing too soon,
Yeah?
what
What do you think about it?
I do that.
I don't wanna know.
I don't think about anything.
I don't
I
wanna
call
know.
it the hover.
The hover.
Hover. I
You hover.
I get out of there and
Oh,
I hover.
okay.
I calm down.
Take a
and
minute.
Take a minute.
Take a
and then I
minute.
go-
Yeah.
and
You
girl's
call
like-
it the hover.
The girl usually goes,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Why
I'm like,
did you stop?
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, and I'm like, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
don't worry
You'll thank
about
me
it.
later.
It's all good. Yeah. And luckily, you can hold your body weight up with the one arm. So the hover is easy to do. Don't worry. I can stand here on this arm forever. Never going to be a problem. Patrick Coppolino, what's the worst thing about getting out of the house? What drives you crazy about the preparation to get out of the house?
Forever to do my hair.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I know.
I gotta look at
It's
it.
like, oh my God, it looks like I've just woken up and I haven't. Oh, nobody's going to know.
Yeah, for the listeners, I don't have hair.
Yeah, but there's not, yes, more on your face than on your head.
Yeah.
So, and that doesn't.
I actually don't have a problem. I get anxious about like I like leaving the house.
Oh, you
That
get
makes
anxious
sense.
about it's taking too much time and waiting for others and things
or
like that.
I feel like I could like if I don't have to be somewhere for a certain time, I'd rather just like because
Get out.
the waiting for like I got 45 minutes till I have to leave. I'd rather just leave.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
get it going.
Yeah.
I'd rather wait at the other end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Unless
get there.
Manolis is waiting for me up front, then that's when I tend. That's when I'm not ready.
Never ready. I like 2 minutes. I'm there. I'm here. 5 minutes. I have to wait for 5 minutes, and I'm blocking traffic.
And the whole time Manolis in his car going 5 minutes, I could have pulled 5 more off. Wow. What's going on with that? You're killing my time here, buddy.
Oh my God.
All right, let's Plinko. Whose turn is it to Plinko?
Manolis.
Use your left hand this time, Manolis. All right. Hey. Oh, nice. Well played. Oh, yes, the music. Yes, we got to play some of Ashley's music. Okay, we still got a few minutes left here. Let's get a topic going, and then we'll get into a little Ashley Sloggett music. Not Sloggett. Sloggett. Sloggett.
Sloggett.
Sloggett.
Sloggett.
I guess it's a
Slog
damn
it.
gate. Number 7? All right, here we go, guys. Number 7, Friday at 4:20. Topic number 7, Manolis Zontanos. What is your mother's maiden name?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
You don't know. I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew you wouldn't know.
No, I would.
I knew it. Does
It's,
anybody else? Can anybody
it's-
else tell me Manolis' mother's maiden name?
Sloggett.
My brother, my dad probably knows.
I'm sure. You never learned your mother's maiden name.
No, Margaret. Yeah.
Margaret.
Like
Maybe
Margaret.
she's like Madonna, where she just goes
Yeah.
by one first name.
I think the reason I don't know it's like it's one of those words that's like
Did-
really hard
okay,
to say.
So how about this? This is a little help. Does she have any brothers?
She has one brother. That's,
Okay. What's his last name?
I don't know.
Uncle's name?
We almost
I
got
honestly
there.
actually don't know his first name.
I don't even know his first name.
I know he had a nervous breakdown like 40 years ago.
That's
and
all
he
we
sm-
know.
Yeah, because
he
he doesn't
smokes-
know his name.
Oh
He
yeah.
smokes a lot of cigarettes.
Oh my God, that is too funny.
I'm glad he didn't know because then you would have had to explain to him why
Why
her
the-
brother's last name would be the same as hers.
Her maiden name, yes. We didn't have to explain it though. Patrick Coppolino, what's your mom's maiden name?
Mercanti.
Mercanti. See, he knows. Ashley Sloggett, what's your slug?
It's okay. I know. It's
Sloggett.
What's your Sloggett?
Sloggett.
What's your Sloggett saying?
That's your dad. That's your dad's last name.
Yep.
What's your mom's last name?
Walker.
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 Wow, that's pretty straight.
Waka waka.
You could have been a walker.
Okay, so here's
Would
the
that be
fun
easier,
bit,
wouldn't
right?
it?
Walker would make my life so easy. But everybody in Dundas is a walker, so it's like everybody's
Well, they even got
related.
their own line there, right?
yeah.
Walker's line.
Yeah, Walker's line. We have a line. We also have a chocolates.
Yes, we have Walker's chocolates.
But here's the fun bit. So my boyfriend's last name is White. And
Ooh.
I said, okay, Sloggett is like my identity. Everybody knows me as Sloggett. It's like it's been my music name. It's been my last name is forever. And I said, but if we ever get married and I take your last name White, it would be way cooler if my name was Ashley Walker White. Game of Thrones reference.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I could be the White Walker.
Yes,
but it would be
you
like,
could.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so it's Walker. It's very
Considering you have no interest in the Game of Thrones whatsoever,
Zero.
amazing that you went that
yeah,
far.
I know. But it's actually an anglicized version of a German name, Volker. And they came over here in like to hide and run, blah, blah, blah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Mercanti name that we're back with Patrick Coppolino,
Yep.
Mercantis, there's all kinds of Mercantis in Hamilton.
Yeah, I'm
Got-
related to a lot of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
I work with a guy, Kyle Mello, and there's like 1,000 Mellos.
Yeah.
And at some point you understand that big Italian community here, Portuguese community. I mean, so you understand why there'd be a lot of people with the same last names, like Smith or Jones or
Yep.
whatever. But it's the same thing with him. It's every single one. It's like, that's my cousin. That's my
Yeah.
cousin.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you can't all be related to all of them. I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
That's excellent. Let's talk a little bit about Ashley White Walker Sloggett's music. You were in a band called Dirty Jeans.
You got
a little
it.
punk rock action.
All girls.
You guys are
Yeah.
on a break right now.
Yeah, we are on a break, like Ross and Rachel.
Nice.
All these references, guys.
Yeah,
we
Friends
were just
references.
tying this up with a little bow. I love it.
And this is a song called Voodoo. So let's
Yep.
just give it a little listen. Here we
Give it a
go.
whirl.
Voodoo. Ashley Sloggett, where was that video shot?
Whoop, whoop. In and around Hamilton, Burlington, Milton. Okay, so there's a part in the video that's like, it looks like a flop house, kind of like a squat.
Right.
That was filmed in my spare bedroom in my house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we dressed it all up. So Kelly, the blonde, she's the bass player. She's like my musical soulmate, and she went to film school and realized that was not lucrative. So we had a lot
As
of
many do.
Yes, as many realize. So we loved like making all our videos. We were very DIY in that regard.
Right.
So yeah, we dressed up the set in my house.
That's
and then,
awesome.
Yeah, and then we did all this like found footage in and around like abandoned buildings and stuff, and it was a lot of fun.
You
like,
loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. I'm a photographer as well, so I like really got to nerd out over like the photography aesthetic, and yeah, it was a blast.
Bring all your creative artistic
Yeah,
ability,
that's
all
it.
right,
My-
acting.
Yeah,
the
my
whole
ADD.
bit.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
A cool band. Dirty Jeans is the name of the band. Voodoo was the song we were listening to.
Yeah.
And just you guys are on a break. You don't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
We're on a break. We
You're
don't know
doing
what's-
some stuff on your own.
Yeah, I'm focusing more on like the acting, the film stuff. I'm doing some writing right now. But yeah, I mean the band was a great time. We got a lot of opportunities that were like way above our weight class, I
Right,
guess.
yeah.
You know, like we played
Punching
with
above your weight class.
yeah, we were like playing with Teenage Head and the Forgotten Rebels
That's
and like
awesome.
Hamilton Pride, you know, and we were just literally a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good times.
Speaking of a bunch of idiots,
Yeah.
Manolis and Patrick
Yeah.
are still with us. Whoa. What'd you have to say, dude?
Calighetto. That's her maiden name.
Calighetto.
He just called his dad.
He just
Nice.
called
I
his
called
dad.
my mom. She
Nice.
told me.
Oh, excellent. Calighetto.
Yeah.
Calighetto is your mom's maiden name.
Yes, I see. I knew that.
Are you
but
related
they
to all the other Calighettos here in Hamilton?
yeah. Yes, I am. We all have the same underwear.
From Value Village.
Value Village.
That's fantastic. Just time for one more quick topic. Whose turn is it to Plinko? We're going to
Patrick.
throw one more at you.
Bring it home.
Well, yes, we'll bring it home. It's Friday at 4:20. Ashley Sloggett, our guests, Patrick Coppolino, Manolo Santanos.
12.
Number 12. Here we go. Topic number 12. Let's finish with a bang, kids.
Woo, Dirty Dozen.
Okay. You know what? This is a comedy question. Now, Ashley, you don't do comedy,
Well-
but you've certainly been to enough comedy shows.
Not professionally.
Have you ever tried stand-up?
It's funny because when I do the solo stuff, that was kind of what made me like venture down the like comedy rabbit hole, where it was like, man, if I just take my acoustic guitar away, like when I play solo
Yes.
shows, then I'm just doing stand up. So it's
Yeah.
pretty much the same thing. I love puns. I'm like a really cheesy dad joke kind of girl. But yeah, what's the question?
I never asked the question, Ashley. We're just letting you go on
I
whether
know,
you did,
that's what I do.
you did stand-up comedy.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all right. It's
yeah.
a little stream of consciousness stand-up
Yeah.
comedy Ashley could
Yeah,
do.
it's true.
Oh, you know what? We don't have time for the question. Oh,
Oh,
too
too
bad.
bad.
No, we don't.
Oh.
That's like, we
thought you were
literally
joking.
we went down the road of whether Ashley did stand-up comedy.
Yep.
And that was pretty much the 2.5 minutes we had left.
There we go. One day.
Ashley, so great of you to join us.
Thanks for having me,
Thank
Mike.
you so much. People know that you can drop by the Levity Comedy Club
Yep.
and Lounge and leave Ashley a nice tip at the bar. She'd love that. That'd be fantastic. And look for her when you get the band back together or start doing some solo stuff. We'll keep an eye out for you.
All right.
Thank you for being here. Manolis, how do we follow you on social media? Ashley, sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry. Instagram, Ashley Sloggett, SLOGGETT, like you're hitting something.
Ashley Sloggett, like you're hitting something on social media. Manolis Santanos?
Just Manolis Santanos on any social media. I'm always at Levity on Wednesdays. And I'd like to promote a friend of mine. He's got a podcast called Tinfoil Hat. His name's Sam Tripoli. He's also had sex with Patrick's girlfriend on his birthday.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's a little, little plug
current.
there. Not my current. No.
This was years ago. But that's true. It was
That's
my
a
birthday.
story for
It's another. Yeah, we'll do another episode.
you know what? I'll write that in as a topic one day, okay? People who had sex with your girlfriend on your birthday. Go. Patrick Capolino, how do we follow you on social media, my friend?
At Sam Tripoli.
At Sam Tripoli. Don't forget, you can always catch Patrick and Manolis at Levity Comedy Club and Lounge, and Ashley. They have trivia night Monday nights. It's amateur night on Wednesday nights when Manolis tries out some new material, and as well pro shows on Friday and Saturday. Go to levitycomedyclub.com to find out more about tickets and times and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and follow us at Levity Comedy Club on Instagram.
And follow us at Levity Comedy Club on Instagram. I'm Mike Neighbors. Thank you so much for listening to this edition of Friday at 420. We appreciate you hanging out with us. And until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome weekend.